Hey YouTube, it's SnorlaxCrossing here, bringing you a battle against Pokemontrainer493 from YouTube. So we've been trying to get a battle for a while, and finally got one. So I lead with the Uxie, and he leads with a Mamoswine. And that works out pretty well, because I can set up my Stealth Rocks on the switch after going for the Yawn, and he's into Flygon now, and just goes for the Fire Blast, and that does nothing. I was a little bit surprised by that, actually. But anyway, so I get the light screen up, and yeah, Uxie's done his thing. And so now I can go into Forge, my Heatran, and counter that thing pretty nicely. I was predicting that switch there for him to go into a counter, but it was definitely better than I even expected. And he switches out on that Fire Blast there into Flygon, pretty good prediction on his part, and then I switch out into Uxie to dodge the Earthquake, and yeah, pretty good plays for both of us. So anyways, I go for the Yawn, and he roosts off, and that's pretty annoying, but whatever. He switches there, and I can go for the U-turn and send in a counter, and I chose Heatran, so that's a pretty good deal, and just go for the Fire Blast here. Hits, and I really thought that would kill. I mean, I know these things have good special defense, but I just really was thinking that would kill, but it didn't, and that was really unfortunate, because now he takes out my Heatran with an Earthquake, and so that was pretty upsetting, and an early game setback nonetheless. But anyway, so now I go into Dragonite, just go for the Earthquake here, while he switches into a Cress, which, yeah, I can dodge an Earthquake, and there goes my light screen. And I really thought, yeah, here we go. Yeah, I was thinking he was going to go for a Calm Mind or an Ice Beam or something, and so I go into Omni Munch my Snorlax, and yeah, that works out pretty well. He starts Calm Minding up, but even after a Calm Mind, he can't do anything to Snorlax. Snorlax's special defense is just too good. Anyway, so now I go for the Body Slam, and this is why I use Body Slam instead of Return. That 30% chance of Parahacks is just so important. And so yeah, he gets the Parahacks now on the switch. I get a light screen, he gets another set of Parahacks, and I can just U-turn now into... Who do I go into? Yes, Snorlax. And I knew he was going to go for the Spore eventually. And unfortunately, Snorlax was the only thing on my team which could not be ruined by the Spore. And so yeah, he takes the Spore, and now he goes for the Swords Dance. Yeah, so this is a Swords Dancing Breloom, but now I can go into Smackdown, my Ambipom, and this thing is a Breloom counter because it can take out subs, I believe. Although I haven't tested it out yet. And yeah, and he didn't go for the sub, but it still managed to kill him. And so now he's just Calm Minding up on my Ambipom, and normally I'd be pretty worried, but I think I have a couple of things which can outspeed this thing, and if I can bring it low enough with Ambipom and get him to kill me, then I know that I can bring in something else, outspeed it, and then kill it. So I just keep on double hitting away, and I miss this turn now that he switches into Registeel, and that's pretty annoying. But I really don't think it would have done anything anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. And he explodes here, and that was a pretty big prediction on his part, and that was absolutely devastating because Zapdos was brand new, full health, and just got taken out, so that was really unfortunate. And now, even more unfortunate is the fact that now he goes into Cress and can get off a Moonlight, and I was into the Uxie, so I couldn't do anything about it really. And so I go for the U-turn here, hoping to bring in something that can do something. And I go into Dragonite, and I know it can kill me with Ice Beam, but I really thought I'd outspeed it. But I'm guessing he had a decent amount of EVs, if not a lot of EVs, invested in speed, because yeah, I checked out Cress's speed, and it really wasn't that much, so Yeah, that was really unfortunate, because that was pretty much my last hope against this thing. And I just go for the yawn here, and yeah, he decides to stay in, take out the Uxie, and take the sleep. And yeah, it's pretty bad for me. But now I can go into Omni Munch and work off a turn of sleep while he switches into Bibarel. And Bibarel is something which definitely shouldn't be underestimated. I've seen this type of Bibarel before. It basically uses its ability to double its boost ups, and then with like perfect defenses and really high attack, it can finally start attacking with Waterfall and one other thing. I can't remember what the other thing is though. Leave a comment if you can remember. I think it's either something like Body Slam or something like Earthquake. I don't know. Anyways, but the point is, I go for the Focus Punch here, and I thought that would do more. You know, a choice banded Focus Punch from Ambipom is not. I don't know, and it was super effective too. But I don't know. I guess it just doesn't do that much. And now it's pretty much good game because yeah, I've got a sleeping Snorlax, and that's not going to be very useful. As awesome as Snorlax is, so that's a really good game. Pokemontrainer493, and yeah, you can find his channel in the description. I'll leave a link there, and yeah, so as you can see here, I'm trying to work off some sleep here. Finally wake up after God knows how many turns of sleep, and I start cursing, just in case he decides to get greedy and, you know, keep on going for the curses. Because if I can get my defenses high enough, you know, I can start taking them. But this is just wishful thinking at this point, because he just goes for the Waterfall, and yeah, that's gonna do a lot of damage after all that. So that is a good game. Yeah, and remember, Bibarel's not to be underestimated. So comment, rate, subscribe, you guys, and I will see you next time. Peace.